very heavy Fiendsmith count. Kashtira cards are also there. So, really, let's see.
And we saw Mario winning the die roll and decided to let Danilo go first. So, let's see.
Oof, and what a decision it was, because I see 4 end traps in the end from Mario. He's got everything he needs to stop Danilo.
Yes.
Ash, Impermanence, Veiler, Nibiru. Wow. Todos. And we starting off with Impermanence, trying to play around the talent. And now Danilo plays around Bestials by activating his continuous spell. But the tract is met by an Ash Blossom. Do we have any other way to push here? Or is this gonna be a pass? I see a deck being shuffled, which is usually not a good sign. Yep. And it is a pass. So if we do have access to the Tenpai engine, this could be a quick one from Mario.
Yes, again, Roku. Let's see what he drew into.
Whoa. Wow, and it is Hydra. Do we have a way to stop it? Doesn't look like it. And this is brutal. We get access to the summoning effect. Gets to resolve. So we get Chundra, most likely. As he's only playing the 1 copy of Genroku and only, of course, the 1 remaining copy of Chundra. This could already be it if there is no interruption in the end from Danilo. We do enter battle phase. We use the Chundra. We can get Phaedra to just bring back the Genroku.
Yeah, it really comes down to what Danilo has left in his hand. Because here, once again, I think Mario is just pushing.
And here they are. And although the deck is titled Tenpai, these are the only 4 Tenpai monsters that are in the deck of Mario. But that's all you need. Okay, though, luckily we do have at least a Bestial to try and stay alive and draw a card, but I'm not quite sure this is it. This is definitely not enough. He needs more help off the top. Can he find anything useful? It's a monster, but not quite sure what that was. And now the Genroku moves to just, declare more attacks. And then it seems as if we use the Chundra effect to special summon a Synchro, which is the Bident. Makes a lot of sense. And yeah, I don't see how Danilo can stay in this. This could be the fastest game that we had all day. Unless there is a miracle of this card. And it is another Bestial, though it did top deck the Druid Swarm.
Yeah, still trying and surviving to this.
Yeah, but this is, I think this is all over. Like, there is not much that you can do. You go Transcendent, you can bring back a lot of your other Bestials to the Bident, and yeah, this is plenty enough. Doubling the attack, 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 and this is it. What a fast. And we see already a Mulcharmi Purulia from Mario, which means that Dario is going first, most likely. And we just activated this Purulia. Could be quite tricky. And we have the Engraver, which can play around it quite well.
Yeah, Engraver gets the tract, and here the tract gets activated, but the Ash Blossom is going to prevent it.
Ash in the track, just playing around his opponent having another one. And now he draws a card for the normal summon of Ice. And he's gonna think about negating it with either Valor Impermanence. No, doesn't do so. Doesn't pick up Fuvalos either. Because that also could have been a nice chain there. And yeah, at least Danilo is able to resolve some of these Ryzeal effects as compared to game number 1.
Here Danilo is just having a think about this, because, I mean, here, what do you really want to go for? Also depends on what he's holding into his hand.
Because on the one hand, you can play it safe and just make a detonator. On the other hand, you want to go duo, you want to overextend and either access the Requiem. So you can do a lot of different things. And I think he has just Link summoned. So maybe it's going to be the moon. Yeah, has to be the moon. So it's gonna be a Phantasmai. Wow.
That's a hand from Mario.
That's really good as well. So gonna special summon the Phantasmai, gets 2 draws, able to send back something he doesn't want while fixing his hand and getting access to even more hand traps. The only bad news is Fuvalos is now out of the picture, but even if he drew into it, he could just send it back.
Here goes with the Lacrima. Does he have... No. Okay, he allows it.
But again, here we could have a Bestial, which would be quite annoying to stop the recursion effects. If Mario has paid attention, he knows that Danilo is using 2 copies of Requiem, because that's how he won the previous round. And so in this case, he could probably select a different target, such as the Lacrima itself. And I do like the idea of going Bestial into Lacrima, but at the moment he doesn't really stop it. And here we can see a nice interaction of this Lubellion drawing an extra card thanks to the Necro Equip. Yeah, I don't think we do have a Bestial from Mario. Oh, we do. Actually, we do have a Bestial. Okay. Which is gonna try and hit this Engraver. We can chain our own Bestial, which is not the greatest, but if we want to set up something like a Caesar, could work afterwards. But
yeah, that's what it does.
But he doesn't chain the known one. He chains the Druid's Worm, which makes sense to try and get rid of it. But another interruptions, as you can see, Danilo kinda shaking his head. As this impermanence is gonna shut down the Lubellion.
I think Mario even has another one.
Yeah, yes, Hydra plus, yeah, still impermanence and Boldrake, wow.
Bonfire here from Danilo.
Doesn't do that much, to be fair, but... This could be a problematic one, because outside of Boldrake, we gotta see what he's able to set up. Because this is not even using, due to many restriction SP. So yeah, this could be a tricky one. And he passes, yeah, passed back to Mario, who we know as a Hydra. The Boldrake can still be annoying for it. Do we have anything else to stop it? Not at the moment. And we are gonna get the summoning again, just like in game 1. It's gonna get used right away. And yeah, this is tricky, because thanks to the field spell, now it's almost impossible to interact with Mario.
We know one bestial in Danilo's hand, right? The remaining one we know.
Yeah, we know the Boldrake in hand, the ice, and
2 more cards, right?
yeah. I think we might also know another Ryzeal. Okay, we use the Genroku, we get rid of the impermanence. And then we are gonna use the Genroku. Do we have anything?
Oh, the Spooky Dogwood.
Any Spooky Dogwood? Interesting cards to be siding when there are more than 30 minutes. I guess he's trying to just survive an OTK by using it, but there is a way to just still make it.
Well, the thing is that if Mario, anyways, finds his way to deal with Danilo's field and deal some damage with what he's holding, the Nibiru and Ash in his hand, and the Baldrake, it's gonna be very difficult for Danilo, which of course can survive ideally this turn.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite tough, because I mean, the Dogwood, he needs to think well about how to handle it, but if you manage to go into the Trident, you can easily OTK through the Dogwood regardless, with the summoning. So there is a world in which you can still win through the Dogwood. Which is also the same reason why the deck used to be able to OTK through Prosperity, so... It's gonna be a bit tricky, because... here we have the Bestial, which we knew about. If we want to stop the Paradise. Yeah. And we are not chaining our own Bestial. And yeah, that's it. 2 more cards in the end. It's just Ash and Nibiru. And I think we just enter battle phase. We are gonna push and activate Chundra.
Maybe Danilo's just considering to activate the Boldrek. Makes sense.
We didn't use yet. No, we did not.
No.
Now we are gonna use the Shundra afterwards. And this way we can special summon the Fadra, get back either they can Roku now or we can wait it out, but instead we go for Fadra.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, just now we make sure to have enough and yeah, for now it's the usual. As we can see, just managed to make it through the Bident, and this could just be it once again. If there is no surprise coming from Danilo, obviously it's still tough to maneuver through this Dogwood the way things are going, because Danilo is up 16,000 life points, and doesn't seem like it is going to be the case. Yeah, not gonna be quite game this turn, but it did manage to clear the whole field, and then we'll set up this hieratic sphere plus a full graveyard of Tenpai synchros. And yeah, this will be enough. He's still holding Ash plus Nibiru.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about that. And there are 2 cards in the end from Danilo, one of which is a nice Ryzeal. The other one, I also thought it was gonna be a Ryzeal, but I'm not sure anymore. And yeah, we just top deck.
Tough spot.
20,000 life points remaining, but doesn't mean that Mario will not be able to just wipe them out next turn.
I think he drew into the lorry, maybe. And here comes the ice. Let's see if Mario wants to respond to this by activating the Ash Blossom. Close, huh?
I think it's worth considering. Most likely Danilo is gonna have a think about talent as well. And trust, and you know, if there is a spot that is better for that. Because Danilo cannot disregard Boldrek either. But I think there was definitely some consideration for going into it. But maybe there was another X in the end, which is what I was fearing. Still a close one for sure. And now we are gonna go into an XYZ. And it's going to be the Exciton Knight. To which... yeah, we're gonna respond right away with the Hieratic Spheres that then is gonna be used to summon what could be either the Phaedra or some Bestials, like a Magnamut. A lot of consideration. Yeah, makes sense. The Magnamut is summoned. Makes so much sense because it turns the Boldrek active and also allows you to search in the end phase or even recover the Genroku. Let's see, because also I think yeah, this could be tricky because we are gonna go into 5 summons, and then the Nibiru is gonna be extremely good from Mario, simplifying everything, and unless there is a miracle, that Magnamut could just seal the deal. Danilo is thinking about it quite a bit, holding 2 more cards. Goes to special, and here we can see Nibiru if Mario wants. Once we move to summon this detonator.
He's allowing it? Okay.
Yeah. Allowing detonator to resolve. And now only 1 more card in hand. And I think we are gonna use this Nibiru, clearing this last line of defense. Which is why I wanted to use the Nibiru maybe a little bit earlier. Once the Chi Monster came down, you could have at least preserved these Sangin summoning. And it all comes down to this one last card in hand from Danilo. And we have an Ash Blossom plus a Magnamut Search from Mario. And I think we have just passed. Yep.
So let's see what Mario can pick up here with the Ash Blossom plus the card being added from the Magnamut. And yeah, I mean, maybe the Nibiru could have been special summoned before.
I'm also a little bit skeptic whether it's really better to search your deck for the Hydra and not just get it back from the graveyard. Because then you have more targets for Chundra. But I mean, let's see. We now move on to this yet other part of Mario's deck that we didn't get to see up until now in the finals. And yeah, Danilo has seen enough, and it is